Welcome to the Driving the World podcast series. I'm your host, Cully Holland. Today we have Ashley Elliott, an application engineer from our industrial gearing group, and we'll be discussing the M1N. Hey, Ashley, how are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you, Cully?
Doing wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. And today we're going to be talking about the M1N gearbox in our industrial gearing portfolio. So, for maybe some of the folks listening, why don't you just kind of give us the 10,000 foot view of what the M1N is at all?
So the M1N is our single stage industrial gearbox. It's a helical gearing on it and parallel shaft position. It's just a nice compact unit that handles a lot of high speed applications.
Okay, so it sounds like it kind of has its little fit in the market. What are some of the tech specs, if you will, that kind of set it apart? You already said it's single stage.
Yep.
So,
So low ratios, 1 to 7 is the ratio range on it. We've got a pretty good range of sizes on it. We go all the way from the 10 up to the 120.
okay,
And then here in the US, we assemble the 20 through the 90.
very cool. So, this is actually assembled in South Carolina at our industrial gearing plant. That's great to know. So, we have a 1 to 7 ratio range, you said. Um, what about the torque? I mean, if it's that low ratio, high speed, is it still going to have a good torque output?
Yeah, we can handle up to 248 kilonewton meters at certain ratios on the 120 size.
Okay. So smaller package, but still generating the torque we need for a lot of the applications I'm sure we'll talk about.
Mhm.
Um, so it's just a gearbox. How do you attach a motor or a power source to it?
So all the motors will have to be coupled to the input shaft.
Okay.
It doesn't have a motor adapter or anything to use a C-face or IEC flange or anything like that. Um, and so it'll just be like a footed motor that's coupled onto it.
Gotcha. I feel like that's fairly common in a lot of the industries that this is going to find its way into. So that should not be an issue. Is there anything kind of just cool or nifty about the M1N we should know about?
So one thing that's really neat about the M1Ns is it utilizes our contactless V-ring sealing.
Oh, okay. What's that?
It's a labyrinth sealing that uses just the grease to separate the oil on the inside from all the contaminants and everything on the outside. And it doesn't have a physical seal that's going to wear out or anything like that because it is the contactless.
That I mean, that sounds like a win to me. So that definitely is something cool. Is there anything else about it that makes it kind of stand apart or makes it useful in some of the areas it winds up?
It's got a pretty good adaptability for thermals and everything like that. We can do anything from fan cooling to cooling with. We've got water cooling coils. You can also attach any of our standard IG cooling air or water cooling systems on it, and it can be either pressure or splash lubrication.
Okay.
Um, this is just a base mounted unit only, and it's just going to be in the one standard position. But yeah, it's pretty adaptable. You can attach a lot of features on it as well.
We love that. I know customers love to have options. So that's great to hear. We've mentioned applications or industries it's going to wind up in. So why don't we name a few of those just so, I mean, maybe some of our customers can keep an eye out where one of these could fit in.
Yeah, the most common application that we tend to use these on is for pumps. And then after that, we typically see them on mills, rolls, reels, crushers, and even some vacuum filters and hydroelectric power utilizes these.
Very cool. That is more applications than I thought with such a limited ratio range, but it sounds like it has a lot of homes
Hmm.
that it can be found in. So I see you brought a catalog. That's
Yep.
always going to be a great source for information. Where else could our customers find it rather than just a old school hard
So,
copy?
so you don't just have to have the physical catalog. We've got this in digital format on our website on the online support. as well as drawings and operation manuals and everything like that. So,
Fantastic. So info right at their fingertip. And as most of our customers know, they can always reach out and call SCW. We'll be happy to help. Is there anything we missed or you want to bring up and talk about the M1N, or did we do a pretty good 10,000 foot view?
I think that covers pretty much everything about them. They're a very interesting unit, and if you end up getting one, maybe I'll be the one to help out. So,
Well, that is exciting. And thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate your time.
thank you.